I hate Activision, and I don't know why it's taken so long to come to this, probably because of lack of transparency, but I'm never spending another dime on an Activision product for the rest of my life. So that definitely includes Call of Duty or any other game they come up with. That being said, I have an ex-employee exposing what the real moral and ethical problems are behind what Activision is doing behind the scenes of Call of Duty. And it comes down to a thing called EOMM, or engagement optimized matchmaking, which is a type of matchmaking that manipulates you psychologically into playing longer so that you spend more. I'll let the ex-employee of Activision explain it a little better than me. Here it is.
So 2 TikToks ago, I mentioned EOMM. And essentially the idea behind that is not about making games fair for everyone or everyone getting a 1 KD, but to get players playing for as long as possible. Let me explain. So there's a ton of research out there on winning and losing patterns that keep people playing. The idea is, for example, let's say you have 2 hours to play. If you're winning too much, then maybe you'll get bored and leave only playing for an hour. If you're losing too much, then you'll rage quit, maybe you've only played for an hour. But if they can get those winning-losing patterns down, then you'll end up playing for 4 hours, thinking that the next game will be the one where you pop off. And their data shows that people who play a lot tend to spend money, and the players who spend money on a game are more likely to keep playing. With the data Activision has on players, they're able to determine your chances of winning and losing in a lobby before the game even begins. For example, with that player satisfaction metric I mentioned in a couple TikToks ago, they know when you're about to rage quit, and then they put you in a lobby that gives you the highest probability of winning. What they've done is that they've turned matchmaking into a loot box. Every time you hit play now, you're essentially gambling. That's the real issue. Not if your lobbies are harder or arguments about participation trophies. None of that really matters, because the main issue is that you're being manipulated every single time you hit play now, or you quit out of a lobby, or you buy something from the store. It's all part of getting you to spend even more money.
So there it is right there. That's an ex-employee putting it on the line there and telling you exactly what they're doing, and how skill-based matchmaking is actually just a side effect of EOMM, because the more they manipulate you, the more they have to put you into harder lobbies to keep you chasing that carrot of a good game. So for me, my patterns are, if I'm playing Call of Duty to get a YouTube game, I want to get a good game. So Activision knows that. Their algorithm knows what I'm looking for, so they don't want to give it to me. And that's why I keep playing more in order to try to get it. And that's why I rage more, I get more stress. And the transparency of Activision is almost moot. Like, there's no transparency coming. They haven't even admitted that skill-based matchmaking exists. They're definitely not going to admit that EOMM exists, and this is purely psychologically manipulative on their end, and they have millions of dollars to do it, and they have teams behind the science of how this all works, and then they see their little profit margins going higher and higher, and that it's working, and that they're just going to keep implementing it until the people like me say no more. I'm not spending any more money, and that's exactly what I'm doing here today. I'm proclaiming no more money being spent towards Activision ever again. But this guy Maverick GG, I recommend following him on TikTok, because he is an ex-Activision employee and he's got a lot more TikToks about this issue. He also talks about lag compensation. He talks about how the servers are really bad, like all this stuff that Activision does, and that we all know to be true, like the servers suck, and that the lag comp holds down players with better connection, and how they don't care about that at all or making it better. He explains all that, and then goes into how the business behind it is more focused on getting you to play more, which is why their algorithm is bogged down with all this BS that that we're having to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So what you're watching right here is a knife-only gameplay where I actually did really good. I went 50 and 20, which is really rare for me to do in Cold War. I don't play Cold War much because of how this EOMM is implemented into the game, and how that manipulates me to play more by making me do shittier because I'm chasing a good game, because they know I get that good game, I'm going to stop playing, I'm going to post it on YouTube, but they want me more engaged in their game to spend more money. But no more. It is over. I have finally seen the light. And why haven't I seen it earlier? The only thing they've ever been transparent about was lag compensation. Like back in the day, they did say lag compensation was there. And the reason why the lag compensation thing sucks is because as Maverick GG admits in one of his TikToks, that the lag compensation is always changing. So depending on who in your game gets a worse connection, you're always going to be bogged down or anchored by that person in your game. So that's why it's fluctuating. That's why it feels like you're not getting hit markers anymore, and your aim assist is being wonky. It's all because of worse players in the match or worse connections in the match that are constantly fluctuating the amount of lag comp that's actually being implemented. So it starts with some sort of lag comp, which has been in there since Call of Duty 2. Add on skill-based matchmaking, which has been on COD for a while. Then EOMM, or engagement optimized matchmaking. Put that all together with admittedly cheap servers, and then an algorithm that tracks every single one of your metrics in order to manipulate you into playing this game. And my goodness, man. And haven't you noticed it puts you in a new lobby after every single match? It never used to do that. So if you ever wondered why they started putting people in a brand new lobby after every single match, this is why. EOMM. It's because they want to manipulate you even more, and they can easily do that by putting you in a different lobby, which, like Maverick GG said, is like a loot box. Will I play and go off in this match? No, I didn't. Okay, time to gamble again and see if I'll go off in the next match. Oh, Activision didn't let you go off in this match. Please, Activision, please let me be a good player in this next match. That's basically what you're doing. You're begging Activision every time you hit play again to give you a good lobby, and I'm done giving these guys money. And thank you, Maverick GG, for exposing this. So Maverick GG, thank you for doing that. People, go follow him on TikTok if you have TikTok. His link will be down in the description below. And here's your man getting the best play. But does it even matter? With Activision and their algorithm and their predictive matchmaking allowing me this lobby so that I can do well and increase their engagement. Things you got to think about now every time you do well in an Activision Call of Duty video game. Anyways, guys, that's it from me. Make sure to stab that like button and comment down below. This felt good. I haven't done a commentary like this in a long time, and I want to keep doing them, but I also want to keep exposing things that Activision does that are ethically and morally in the wrong. So, do you like it? Do you like it? Share it. Stab that like button. Comment down below. Do all the things, because I'd love to make more of these for you guys. All right, that's it from me. Peace out.